Hey guys, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. Alright you guys, I'm Aaron. Welcome back to the House of Aaron where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. It's Monday, so you already know what's going on. We are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the episode 3 review. I don't even know the name of the episode, but we just gonna get right into some things. On this episode, y'all, okay, I'm just disappointed because I think I watched the show last night at around like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I watched it like later on in the night, not when it came on because I already know what's going on. So I texted my best friend Kiera and I was like, Kiera, like what's really going on? Like what's going on with the Housewives of Atlanta? Like, is this a good episode? She was like, oh my gosh, yes, I think it's the best episode of the season. So I'm like, what? Because I'm thinking this is gonna be boring. Like I'm sick of it. I was hyped. Okay, Kiera had me all hyped, and then when I actually watched it, I was very disappointed because the shit was boring as hell. Like, I'm sorry, but this season so far has been extremely boring. All we have been seeing is Dennis cheating on Portia, Marc not wanting Kenya, babies with Eva, Candy, Portia, Kenya, and everybody else under the sun. I would not be surprised if Greg and Nene had a baby at this damn point. Like, it is just boring. And don't get me wrong, I love babies and I love families and I love the personal dramas in everybody's life. But at the same time, it's just like, girl, like, where is the drama amongst the ladies? Like, it's getting a little bit sleepy. And I think Kenya went on the record saying this is going to be one of the best seasons yet. Just tune in. Kiera's talking about some wait till episode 5. And I'm just like, how many episodes do I have to wait until it gets spicy? Like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's just not juicy like the way I want it. Okay, with this review, I'm not going to even go into all the nooks and crannies. I'm not going to go into the details. I'm just going to speak about the parts that I thought were interesting. So first off, the bitch is back. Okay, Tanya is back on the Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm super excited because everybody knows that Tanya is my girl. Okay, that is my girl. Portia is my number 1. Tanya is my number 2. And you know how they were changing Tanya's title? At first she was Nene's friend, and then at the reunion she was like, you can stick this peach up your pussy, and then Tanya was like, I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Like, they had a whole falling out. And then Tanya became Eva's friend. Like, they did a whole hibachi dinner announcing that they were going to go to Japan and whatnot. Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift. Like, you already know what the fuck going on. Now in present day, she is Portia's good girlfriend. Okay, so I'm loving it because Portia and Tanya are my faves. I'm just happy Tanya is back. She's here to spice up the season. I can't wait until Nene and Marlo are more integrated into the show because I feel like Nene, Marlo, Tanya are really gonna bring some spice, some drama on this season. So I really can't wait until they really are on the show, for real. But yeah, Tanya and Portia, they weren't doing nothing interesting. Portia just went over to Tanya's house and Portia talking about how Dennis cheated and blah blah blah. I'm sick of hearing about Dennis cheating because in all honesty, I really don't care. Like, it's kind of weird because it's like, I know that they're going to be together in the end. Like, everybody knows they went on Disney Nation and Portia was like, oh my God, we're back together. And I'm just like, yay. Like, I really love Portia and Dennis. I really love Dennis as a man for her. I think it's fucked up that he cheated, but at the same time, it's like, I don't like seeing Portia sad. Like, I like seeing Portia being bubbly and being happy and being the comedic relief. Portia has always been like that happy girl. Like, she's always been Team Twerk and she's been the princess of Thotland and she was, you know, freaking fraud and freaking frack, and she's always just been that happy, bubbly personality on the show. And so now that I feel like she's going through all this drama with Dennis, it's just bringing her on down. And Candy's right, like, girl, where are the heels? Where are the outfits? Where is the hair and makeup? Like, I'm sick of you seeing inside your house crying over this man that clearly has no respect for you or your family. Okay, so moving right along, but it was really nice seeing Tanya, the new queen of RHOA. Okay, so speaking of people being back, Nene is back. Okay, her suspension is officially over. And Nene being back, her first scene was very underwhelming. Like, I'm not going to even lie. And this is what I mean by the show was boring. Her introduction, like, there really was no introduction to Nene. They literally did a shot of her house and then they went inside the house and it's her her and Greg talking while Nene's getting her makeup done, and they're about to do something for the American Cancer Society about what it's like to be a caregiver and what it's like having cancer. And, you know, I think it's beautiful that Nene and Greg are telling their stories, but at the same time, I feel like, damn, like, how boring is this? Like, no offense. Like, of course, I think their cancer story is phenomenal and they should tell it, okay? Because their story is going to help other people. In this realm of reality TV, how freaking boring. Like, I want to see the drama. I want to see the spice. What's going on with you and Cynthia? What's going on with this open relationship? Are you and Greg, like, are y'all finna be swingers? Like, what is tea, sis? Like, it was just boring. And Nene's energy was very low and it was very somber. She's on this new spiritual journey. I guess she wants to do the Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly, for the last 3 seasons on Married to Medicine, has been saying, oh my God, I want to stop fighting. I want to stop cursing. I want to stop being a bad human being. And so I'm going to go to therapy and I'm going to have a spiritual journey. So I guess Nene took some notes from Dr. Heavenly. She wants to be on this spiritual journey. Hence her tagline, which is something about I'm on this spiritual journey, but bitch, I'm still first class or something like that. Boring. Okay. I like Portia's when she said, I'm like the phoenix rising by ashes. Like, that was cute. That was real cute. But anyways, yeah, Nene's return was underwhelming. Do y'all see where I'm coming from? Like, it's just boring. I actually think the most interesting part of this episode was when Eva and Cynthia were house looking. And Eva kept throwing shade at Marlo, talking about apparently I'm in financial ruin and I can't buy a house and da-da-da. I thought that was cute, but overall, this episode, flat, okay, like the Sprite that's sitting down here on this counter, okay, just a mess. Another thing but this was also another interesting part of the show is when Kenya and Marc were having breakfast. So finally, episode 3, we finally see Marc. And I think what makes this so interesting is that we've never really even seen Marc and Kenya interact as a couple before, besides maybe the one time we saw them on that last season Kenya was on before she got the boot. With that being said, there is no chemistry between Kenya and Marc. Marc acts like he does not like Kenya. Marc acts like he doesn't want to be bothered with Kenya. All Marc cares about is his restaurant SoCo in New York and his little baby girl Brooklyn Daly, who is so freaking adorable. But at the same time, Marc seems like he's having a really difficult time balancing his work life, his dad life, and his husband life because he is failing as a husband. And my, observation of this is that Marc don't want that girl. Marc does not want that woman. And Marc just seems a little bit suspicious to me. Like, he just looks and seems suspect. It's something about him, and I'm going to find out. Okay? Because I have my sources. I'm going to find out what's going on with Marc because he's very suspect. Something about him just doesn't sit right with me. I feel like he married Kenya for the wrong reasons. I don't know if it was to have another child. I don't know if it was to get exposure from this reality television thing. I don't know if I don't know if he just wanted Kenya to just be his trophy wife and possibly be some other things. But I don't know. This relationship seems very arranged and it seems very convenient. I don't see the love. It's actually making me really pissed off. Like, it's making me really sad for Kenya and it's pissing me off. And it's making me mad at Marc because it's like, Marc, how dare you get on this television show, sit down with this lady and film a scene, something that's going to be on national television, okay? And millions of people are going to see this. Millions of people are going to have their opinions. How dare you get on camera and treat your wife like that? Like, it's disgusting. Your wife is talking to you and you're just sitting there ignoring her. She's trying to have a conversation with you and you're not responding. And I love how he's such a great involved dad. But at the same time, what about the woman that gave you the child? Without Kenya, there would be no Brooklyn. You need to treat her like the love of your life. And I just don't see the connection there. So if I was Kenya, come close. Leave that man and don't look back. Because bitch, we know you still want to be with him. We all know that you want to reconcile. We all know that you want that fairy tale ending. But I don't think you need him to have the fairy tale ending. Because girl, there are a million men who are eligible, who are fine, who are rich, who have it all, that can actually treat you like how you're supposed to be treated. Marc is trash in my opinion, so I say leave Marc in the dust. And finally, we have Cynthia. She went to Pride. Shout out to Noelle for coming out as fluid, okay, giving me a Keke Palmer vibe. She went to Howard, and girl, some things went down. All right, but anywho, yeah, Noelle, Cynthia, Eva went to Pride. Nene was also at Pride. I know, Bravo, I'm up to y'all. We see each other, Bravo. Because I knew that once Nene and Cynthia were going to finally run into each other and see each other and confront each other, that y'all were going to cut it off and be like, next time on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, which it pisses me off, but I couldn't even be that pissed off because I knew it was going to be like that. All in all, this is another boring episode. I kind of feel like, you know, I'm scared for Cynthia, and I'm praying for Cynthia. And Cynthia, you are in my thoughts and prayers, Cynthia, because I just feel like Nene is a toxic friend. I had a friend like Nene that thought the world revolved around them. They gave me anxiety. They always stressed me out. They were very confrontational. You literally had to walk on eggshells because every other hour it was an issue. Nene is that friend. That is a toxic friend. And Nene, I think maybe now that she's on this spiritual journey, she's going to learn how to, hey, maybe whenever I have like a, erratic episode, I don't have to just throw all my friends away, because Nene is known for doing that. Y'all do remember when she brought Dr. Jeff on the show and then turned on Dr. Jeff. Like, it's mentally, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, you brought Tanya on the show and then you threw Tanya to the wolves. Like, what is wrong with you? And I wouldn't be surprised if she threw Yvonne under the bus at one point. But apparently we'll see Yvonne on December 1st. Okay, so it's going to be lit. All right, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to create a great day. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.